Hello everybody out there, how are we tonight? I hope all is well for everybody. Ryan is here. Early notification squad, they would call that back in the day. Welcome. And yeah, we've got some endurance racing from RaceOnOz coming up. But before we see any of that, let's check out the circuit and see what Suzuka is all about. So today we head to Japan, to a little town called Suzuka, and nearby this circuit, so the Suzuka Circuit, one of the most famous racing circuits in the world. But like I said, it is located in Japan. It is 5.8 kilometers and there are 18 grueling corners for these drivers to circumnavigate today. 2 hours. The lap record, it's held by Lewis Hamilton at 139. He did that in 2019. And the FIA grading is 1. It's a top class facility, top class racing. And we couldn't expect anything less. I'm looking forward to this. And just take a look. You can see turns 1 and 2. There's usually incidences there first lap. Cars running wide as the camber sort of like chuck you on the outside there on the Astro turf. If you survive that, then you go through the stake. Corners 3, 4, 5 and 6 where it is very vital to get ready to go there. A lot of time can be gained, a lot of time can be lost. Through the Dunlop curve, up towards the deckers, 8 and 9, and then up to 10 and a hairpin of 11. And as you get through 12, you arrive at the infamous spoon curve before heading all the way down to 130R. We love that part of the track, into the triangle, and that is a lap. Now let's go check out the end of qualifying and see what's been going on. Josh, what is cracking? So here they are. Looks like it's Paulie Beaches has topped the timing sheets early on. JJ Penguin, he's not too far off, 2 hundredths of a second away, but he'll be aiming to get that top spot. With only 30 seconds left, I think that could be a done and dusted for him though. So there are 2 mandatory pit stops tonight. Fuel is mandatory in both. Tyres optional, so they can pick to change tyres or not. The pit window will be an hour and 40 minutes long, and the tyre limit will be Pro 5 tyres. So the compound's there, and yeah, qualifying is wrapping up before we head off to an 8 AM start at Suzuka in track. I'm sure we've all run these tracks. It'll be a pretty odd day when Suzuka's not up on a list of tracks to be raced in a year. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but it was designed in the 1950s, opened in 1962 by a Dutchman named John Hugenholtz. It says here the most special part of the track is the figure 8 layout with the 1.2 kilometer back straight passing over the front section by means of an overpass. It is one of only 2 FIA Grade 1 licensed tracks that have a figure 8 layout, the other one being the Fiorano circuit. So there you go. I didn't know it was only one of 2 Grade 1s. Well, qualifying is done. Yeah, I'm with you, Brian. I wish the console update would hurry as well. There you go, Brian adding to our pre-race. Did you know? One of the oldest tracks in Japan. Gaming. Yes, Paulie. He is top of the leaderboard there. Number 37, coming in with a 2-minute 3. JJ, a 10th down by the end of it. So looks like it's Paulie had an absolutely smashing lap, blitzed the field, and then a River Runs will be the first driver on the second row with Nige. He was 0.3 off. Look how stacked this field is, all the way down to Glenn, within a second of each other, and then there will be a performance split. But look how close those guys are, from Angry all the way to the bottom. Slam Bob didn't get a time in there, interestingly. So we're just waiting now for the session to flick on over. I hope everyone's had a wonderful start to their weekends. If you're joining me from across the pond, I hope you have a great end of your Friday, start of your Saturday. That was going to happen, wasn't it? That was always going to happen. Yeah, they need to hurry up and get this update, don't they? Well, this is the track. Blue screens. Yeah, I could go on all day about it. You know what? I am a little bit disappointed with just how the PC version got all the support. They did say that, obviously. And I remember writing an article about it, and at the time thinking, you know, obviously they're going to focus on the PC side, but hey, they need to, you know, work on the console a little bit. And I thought they would, because back when Assetto Corsa came out, the original one on the PlayStation, it had similar issues, and yeah, they did get around to them within at least 6 months. We haven't, it's been longer than that now, and it's just appalling. So Mix-a-Lot, it's good to see your name pop up. Thank you for the like. Yeah, Gaming saying Riggsy got pole. There's 2 servers going off right now, so there's technically, I think, 38 drivers, or 39, depending if they got 20 in the third one. Oh, Brian, you have to hook me up on Twitter, mate. I'd love to see people spray 505 on Twitter, because I was giving them a hard time around the release of the console, and I was absolutely blindsided. I even tried to get David Carell in, because he was obviously big parts, got sponsored money and stuff in it. I mean, I wouldn't put my name to a game like this, especially when you're not treating a console brethren the same. Sorry guys, we're just waiting. I need to log in when they're getting the rolling start. Otherwise, get another blue screen. Let's see if we can't get it. Yes, we are at Suzuka. Like I said, I'm very much looking forward to it. Here it is again, if you missed out the first time around. I said we're going to Japan, and there it is, the Suzuka Circuit as it is currently. 5.8 kilometre circuit, 18 turns. One of only 2 Grade 1 FIA tracks with a figure of 8. Yeah, if you guys are with me watching Gran Turismo, well, that game still has issues with the penalty system. The broadcasting on that is for balls. I didn't think Aris would. I'm not surprised by that. Let's head to the race, guys. They're on their formation lap. Every post, ACC post on Twitter, 90% of the comments are about updates to the console versions. I'm not surprised. Yeah, they do all get annoyed. I was giving them a hard time, like I said, from the very beginning, and I was getting ignored. And it's a very different story to what they used to be like. Like I said, with the original Assetto Corsa. Kunos, Simracing were absolutely smashing the after-sales support. I think 505 did publish that one, but Kunos were the ones doing all the, relations. And it seems with ACC, 505 took over the PR side, and they're just not saying anything to the community. It's terrible. You're right, Brian, they don't. Okay. Well, we're here to have and watch an exciting race. Quali in that BMW leads the field through the triangle. This is going to be a good one. Welcome, Pesky. Let's wait for the green light. Everybody on the edge of their seats waiting for the start of this. It's going to be Paulie and JJ up to the first turn. I think that's green. Oh, massive accident at the back. It was a Mercedes. Was it? Not sure who that was at the end of it. It was Slam Bob. Absolutely careened into the side barrier. He'll get away with it, but that's not what the start he needs, especially for a 2-hour event. Can we get a replay? Bang! Off he goes. And wow, that is just a shocking start to this 2-hour. So JJ chasing Paulie as we arrive outside of the hairpin now. Sorry, the Degners. Oh, we had him go wide. He's pushing a little hard. Cold tyres. Getting some of them caught out a little bit. River Runs was there to nudge him forward. Nige comes as well. Would have been licking his lips at the opportunity. Somehow JJ held it together. We do have 2 mandatory pit stops tonight, so you can see the yellow on the timing screen. And the number 2, that means they've still got 2 stops. The tyre swap is optional, but fuel is mandatory. So, apart from a few things here and there, it's been fairly straightforward affair at the moment. Little guys, a few of the guys getting either unlucky or just... Oh no! Oh, massive! Massive! It's Nige! He's stranded outside the Exeter Spoon. And already... people's afternoons are just going down the sink. And Nige will have to walk a long way to recover from there. Let's have a look. Oh, I hit the wrong buttons. I missed that one, sorry. But yeah, you can see Nige coming out of the spoon. I don't know really what happened. That was awkward for him. So back up to the front. Angry now up into 4th place. And he's looking mighty fine in that position. Vic Chan's got little Blacko in behind. Number 41 versing number 15. As they hit the snake. Well, I hope you guys will enjoy tonight. We'll be with you the entire step of the way. Rocky says he wants to go JJ, but he is also a Ferrari man. I mean, JJ is quick, but at the moment he's not on pace. But like, it's a long, long way to go, isn't it? So, into the hairpin. 12th place slam bob. He's got Glenn. Just stalking him now. And Gazza will be his next target ahead in the 11th place. But right now, most of these drivers will be just trying to scrub their tyres in, get them up to temperature. They should be there by now. You know, get into the rhythm of the race and hopefully come out the other end okay. But another thing they will need to keep an eye on is the weather. Could be a move at 130R here. Have a look at Slam Bob. Puts the Bentley to shame. He's going to run a little wide, but that will stick for Slam Bob. Well done. Made that look real easy. This is Little Blacko. He's getting close now to Vic Chan. That Ferrari Rocky. He's in 3rd at the moment, so River runs. Don't count that man out. Well, we've got some time. And I like to do what I call social commentary, where unlike in the real world, they will sometimes reply to your Twitters, but you've got a chat, direct feed to the commentator. I'm here to talk, so let's have a chat. If you've got any questions, hit them up. So this is kart 1 in 10th. Look at this little battle forming. It is looking really juicy. Crispy bacon. This one's going to taste good when it's done. Kart 1 leads. Sorry, he's in the Lexus. He's just in the middle of that. Into the hairpin they go. It is the Bentley of Brent Sickles, though, leading the field. It's another Bentley. Someone awesome. Look at these two. Up to the spoon curve now. Sharing the same part of the track. Gazza, I think, has just edged it out. He did. So Glenn in that Porsche will have to reconfigure. But there's already some intense racing. We're only about 6 minutes into this one. Rocky says, one thing about the sim is qualifying means nothing. Oh, hang on. The Porsche, he's taking it back. Glenn, number 77. He wasn't happy. And look at that big dive, and he's made it work for him. Well done, Glenn. Another clean move. If you're watching at home, kids, that is a textbook overtake. There's also equal respect given from the other driver as well. So Gazza did a good job. That lead. It's Paulie. He's starting to build that lead a little now. We'll keep an eye on the interval between him and JJ. 1.4 at the moment. But River, he's 3 seconds behind JJ. So those two are just blitzing at the moment. Huge pace advantage for those. Rocky was saying one thing about the sim is qualifying means nothing in a long race with multiple pit stops. Why is that, Rocky? Can you elaborate for those playing at home? According to Paulie, he's an amateur racer. From what I've seen over the past months, that's a lie. Hey, he could be, you know, like in pool halls, you have the shark. Paulie could be the shark of this league. Kart in that Lexus, he's looking comfortable, isn't he? This whole group of guys are looking really good. So equally matched as well. It's definitely going to be part of the track we're going to need to watch. There's going to be lots of action. There's going to be rivalries forming out there as well. So I'm excited to see some of these rivalries. Paulie just good. Is that in the dirt league, Brian? I know Brian runs a dirt league. If you've got Dirt Rally 2, anyone out there watching, and you're looking for a active group, Brian has shared the link on our Discord, so make sure you go there. If you can't find it, hit me up and we'll get you connected. Look at this move from Kart, though. That is another textbook. These RaceOnOz boys, they know how to race. This is what we like to see. And
the pit is now open.
There you go. Pit window's open for an hour and 40. I don't know if we're going to have anyone jump in on the first lap. But already, that Bentley fighting back between Kart and someone. Number 50. Unfortunately, that timing screen doesn't update immediately, so I've got to keep an eye on the numbers. Look at this. Up to the Degners. He's sure that Bentley's got to back away. Yeah, he does. Smart move. You cannot fit two cars through Degner 1 and 2. It just doesn't happen. I thought the same thing about a Ascari once upon a time, but I've seen it happen. So that is physically possible. At Degners? No, not a chance. Oh, an ACC. Oh, there you go. Oh, well. If they want to join your ACC league, all the dirt stuff. Michael Levy. Big friend to the channel. Welcome, Michael. So Rocky says there's so much more about strategy in this sim as proper tyre wear ends when you pit. It's critical being that GT Sport is very predictable tyre wear. Yeah, it's too predictable. So were you saying qualifying doesn't matter in GT Sport or doesn't matter in Assetto Corsa? So it's like, yeah, Dirt Championship starts February 1st. Alright, so you still got time, guys. But that's what Demo 1's all about. We're about creating a sim community, you know, where league organisers and people looking for races can come. And even if you're a content creator, you're more than welcome to share on this Discord. So please, if you haven't already, join up. You won't be disappointed. So we've had Brensicles and Glenn. Very early stops for those guys. What are we like? 1 hour 49? Some early stops going on there. This is angry. Ooh, Little Blacker looks like he's having a bit of fun. Close. So Vic Chan and Little Black. Ooh, look at the squirt he got on the exit there. That was a little bit awkward. Vic Chan, he thought he had a small opportunity there, but oh man, I'll tell you what, Little Blacko was on the ball. Doesn't matter in ACC. Okay. But wouldn't Chevy, great commentary. Couldn't make it to the race too. Awesome, man. I had a guy contact me the other day, and I might be able to get a co-commentator every now and then too. So we're looking forward to that day, but hopefully I can keep you guys entertained just by myself. Richard Hammond, welcome. Is that the Richard Hammond from Top Gear? Thank you very much. Yeah, I heard you're going to be doing daily races. That's really exciting. So, if anyone's looking for an ACC league that isn't RaceOnOz as well, or you're in the States, check out SFR. Now, Vic Chan here, he hasn't really been able to pull in Little Blacko. I think Little Blacko sort of got his pace back slightly. That interval's grown about 5/10 since we last checked it out. So it looks like he's quite comfortable where he's at the moment. JJ is starting, though, to pull in his poorly. It was over a second, probably about 10 minutes ago, and now we're within a second. So JJ looks like he's on the attack now. The pit window is open. It's been open for 5 minutes, and we've had 2 drivers pit. We've had Brensicles and Glenn. Michael, they used to do multi-class, but there was so little interest with the GT4 class that they just went back to being a single GT3. But you can do that on this game. I'll tell you what though, Michael, if you like this, you'd love the PC version. Hey, it's our resident Englishman, Stephen Burrows, sending us 95 stars via Facebook. Happy New Year, Stephen. It's good to see you finally live. I hope you had a good Christmas as well. And that goes to everyone else out there. But thank you, Stephen. That actually will be going towards paying for a new streaming PC, or new parts, because I don't know if everyone heard me the other day, but I know this 7-year-old PC is on its way out. I get too many weird errors starting to pop up here and there. So that is my goal. Get enough money to upgrade this PC so we don't lose our races. Vic Chan, he's been relentless. He was a lot closer to Little Blacko again, but it just looks like once Little Blacko gets out of Sector 2, at the end of Sector 3, and even into Sector 1, so 3 and 1 is his strong points. It could be 2 that he's weak, but looks like Vic might have actually found an exploit here. We'll have to keep a very close eye on it. He's looming now. He's on the charge. JJ's on the charge. Go back to Slam Bob. I think he's close to someone awesome, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like he's actually made the move a little bit earlier on. There's someone awesome though. He's up against kart number 1 in that Lexus. So there's duo battles now starting to form. It's been going for 15 minutes and it's been a very quick 15. I don't think 2 hours is going to be enough tonight. Is 86 your number 2? What's with the 86? Is it the year you're born, or is it just a lucky number? You're not wrong, Josh. The sounds in this game are great. They do have good sound design. I'm waiting for something to happen here. Oh, a little bit wide. Someone in the number 50. That Bentley almost got beached. But who's got more cojones in the 130R here? Flat out through the left-hander. Could there be a late diving move? The gap was there, but he wasn't close enough. So it's time for someone to reassess. Into the triangle though. Closes that gap. Oh, JJ is so tight now to the back of its Paulie. So the lead might be about to change. But how long can its Paulie hold off a ever quicker JJ? Endurance racing is a different beast altogether. There's a lot of strategy on track that they have to think about. Ooh, a little bit sideways. Its Paulie might be starting to overdrive. That BMW has to be careful. They've got a very comfortable lead on the closest rival, which is River Runs. He's just entered the frame. But he's about just over 5 seconds away. So these two at the moment. I mean, if its Paulie can't match the pace of JJ at the moment, his best bet, I would say, would just to keep doing his thing, defend with everything he's got, and hope that River Runs catches them and starts to pressurize JJ a little bit. So JJ has to go on the defensive. And yeah, it'll make things very interesting if that were the case. If that was the case at some point. Rocky Rocco. Thank you, friend. Oh, look how close JJ is now. He can taste first place. The air will be thick of victory. He'll be able to eat it. He's that close to this one. But, like all good things, just out of reach, and he needs to work just a little bit harder for it because its Paulie is not backing down at this stage. 20 minutes almost elapsed, and already a very exciting battle started to form. Will they keep this up for 2 hours? You never know. I've seen them do it crazier things before. Steven said, not bad. Cluster headaches have had you laid up, but you're doing better. That's good to hear, man. It's never fun when... What's a cluster headache, actually? Is that like a migraine? I've never heard anyone reference a headache as a cluster headache before, though. You're old, Brian? What, 86? I was born 89. So, we're not too far off each other. Rocky says, put it like this. Behind the wheel in ACC on console is the best thing I've ever experienced. However, spectator mode fixing would make it perfect. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. A lot of green, I realised, liveries tonight. A lot of green out there. So, yeah. Green seems to be a favoured colour. That's little Blacko in that Mercedes. He's trying to give Angry something to think about. But that will never happen at 130R as we saw before. I think scientists would put out a peer-reviewed paper that physics doesn't allow you to go side by side through there. And the drivers know that as well. Nothing wrong with the green at all. I was just noticing there's a lot of it. So we go back to the front. It is still as is, status quo, but the relentless hounding that JJ's giving Paulie hasn't stopped. That surely has to play a mental toll on you at some stage, but a lot of you guys out there are saying Paulie, he has the skills, he has the techers. So if anyone is going to give it to JJ, it's probably going to be Paulie. So let's see how he deals with the situation. Yes, that's right. Rocky used to have the original green machine back when the league was called all sorts of different things. TNTR and Pinnacle. But we don't like to talk about that anymore. But from that, one of the best leagues, I think, SFR was formed out of that. So, yeah, was very glad to have met Rocky through all that, and we've continued. It's been a couple of years now, hasn't it? It's been insane. Little Blacko, he's another one we've been watching, and again, Angry is just out of reach. Oh, Stephen's loving it so much, he's sent us another 95 stars via Facebook. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the support from each and every one of you, because I've got some big ideas for this channel this year, and yeah, the support means a lot. It's going to help us get there quicker. So Stephen said cluster headaches and steroids lasting anywhere from 15 to 3 hours, and normal painkillers don't have any effect. Is that like a migraine as well? Yeah, you're not wrong, Rocky. Nigel's moving up there. Yeah, thank you. Nigel's coming in. So Nigel is the 4th driver. Brensicles is in the pits as well. Look at this, little Blacko. He's worked very hard to get there. And I know, if I know Angry the way I know Angry, he's put some practice in too, so Angry will not. Look at that way the cars just bounce over that. Oh, the Bentley there almost went for a detour. Went the scenic route. I hope he had his camera ready, because he was about to see a lot of different track. Bentleys aren't all-wheel drive either, so he might have had a bit of a rough time if he went out there. Look at this though. And I know someone said to me that if I hit triangle, it changes the view. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. So, yeah, unfortunately I can't get like cockpit views and stuff in spectator mode for whatever reason. Hey, it's Michael. And Michael's gone with 50 stars. You guys on Facebook are awesome. Thank you so much. I know it's only a small amount, but like I said, hopefully we can use it to improve hardware. Even Vic Chan now, he's tagged on. And these 3 green guys, the green machines, they're working each other out, aren't they? And River runs in that black Ferrari. It's not going to be long, I think, before they catch him. I wonder if River's running slightly heavier fuel load at this stage. I don't know. I don't know if any of the drivers have not started with a full tank. It wouldn't make a lot of sense considering there's 2 stops. But I imagine you can get through 2 hours and 2 stops alone quite easily. Is that for you, Stephen? Because it should be on the Discord. Rocky saying, see what I mean about pit stops early in strategy? Elaborate, Rocky. I like this conversation. I'm just trying to understand your evaluation of the situation. Yeah, actually, no Audis. Usually, the GTs, these long pane, what it used to be called, I used to watch it on TV, and there were like Audis everywhere, man. Audis were dominating the leagues, dominating the seasons. They were dominating sprint, dominating the endurance championship. But yeah, that's a good point. Oh, look at this though. We've been watching these guys now for a few laps. I just don't know how they're doing it. Friction burns surely are a hazard at this point. Yeah, if you can't find the details on the Discord, Stephen. I will post them in there. Rocky can hit you up as well. But just post it again in the community share space. Like I said, guys, if you haven't joined our Discord and you run a league, or you're just a sim racer yourself and you stream every now and then, or maybe it's a full-time profession, you can join and share, because we've got a whole bunch of sim racers out there, and maybe you'll find some new friends along the way. Now, while Little Blacko was, you know, getting close to Angry, Angry's just took off. Oh, we've got someone out. Oh, it's a Bentley. Is that a lapped car? I think it is. Can't quite tell which one. I think it's not Vic Chan. It was someone awesome. So just had a slight error there. Unlike him to do those. And it almost caught Little Blacko off guard, because he had to, like, figure out what the other driver was doing. And, yeah, Vic Chan was almost ahead by the end of it. Look at the exit Blacko got out of here, though. Angry just, it was like he was standing still. Surely someone's going to get a move done at some point. Mr. Wilson. Let's go Cyclone. Welcome along. Oh, Vic. I think he's just run a little bit deep there. Oh, Nigel's got a drive through for track limits. He's got 3 laps to serve that penalty. So drive through for Nige. And Little Blacko, he squeezes up the inside. Angry was obviously using those side mirrors because he just left enough room, but just nudges ahead. And things have started to turn up. We're at about an 8. We're going to be on 10 very shortly. So if you've been hanging around waiting to see where this one turns up, get on the edge of your seats. We're about to rip that knob off. Come on, Little Blacko says. He's found a new second wind. Angry though. Can he defend? They've got the same machinery. He's been defending Angry's been defending Blacko now for some time. He surely would have figured out maybe some of his personal quirks here or there. They've driven together before. So Angry just needs to use that prior knowledge to his advantage now. So 2 laps to go for Nige. He still hasn't served the drive-through. It's a shame too, because he went for an early pit stop. I mean, you can't take one of your mandatory stops in a drive-through anyway. But yeah, it's going to be losing him a lot of time. Everybody else is starting to get quite spread out here. This is probably some of the closest racing at the moment. JJ hasn't been able to get back up to It's Paulie. In fact, It's Paulie somehow shed some weight, and he's built himself a nice 2-second buffer. So, yeah, It's Paulie is definitely coming alive when the full fuel tank there is starting to empty. Little Blacko inside that slipstream. He wants to be 4th. Angry doesn't want to be 5th though, and he's making it really difficult. And the river runs. He'll be seeing these two battle behind him. They almost skewed that in the snake. River runs though. He's really going to be under the pump soon. This is going to be in 2 or 3 laps time, I think. And River might be defending 2 AMG Mercedes and a green Bentley driven by Vic Chan. So the battle for 3rd. It's the next chapter of this race. Let's see how it unfolds. So JJ Just waiting, says Isuzu. Yeah, if you're still there, Rocky. Yeah, what do you mean about pit stops and early strategy? How does that... yeah, what was your point of view on that one? Going to the spoon? Surely not! No. Just got a little bit too excited. Whew. Heart rate goes up through the roof. Vic Chan might have thought big accident coming. I mean, but he's scared. He would have scared Angry a little bit. Here we go. He's going to have the inside at 130. This could be the move he's been working on. Side by side through there. At the triangle, though, it's going to be Angry again. He just squeezes him in. But Little Blacko is ahead. He's finally done it. Great work from Little Blacko. And now he can get on with the race. Oh, straight into the pits. Perfect timing. Did he slow down in time? I think he did. Let's check out that replay. Look at this side-by-side action. But coming to the braking zone, he was just a touch ahead. And, yeah, that was it for Angry. But they both ducked off into the pits at the last minute. I don't know if Angry just followed suit. It's probably his best bet. So now, 17 laps elapsed. 17 laps have elapsed. Nige still has that drive-through to serve. He better serve it, otherwise there'll be a swift disqualification coming his way. He doesn't want to have that on his conscience. So, Angry in the pits, Little Blacko in the pits. Remember, everybody has to do 2 mandatory stops. And if you want to know where they're up into their rotation, they've either got a number 2 or a number 1 next to their name, and that is how many stops they've got left. So here is Nige to serve that drive-through. It's going to lose him a lot of time. As we head to the front, it's JJ and it's Paulie. That's how it's been since the start of this race. Half an hour gone. And still JJ just hasn't able to get ahead of its Paulie. But like we saw with Little Blacko and Angry, if you keep at it long enough, you can. Oh, that was a bit wide for JJ. So there you go. Drive through cleared for Nige. It comes out in 14th. JJ just lost a lot of time through 130R there. You can't afford to keep doing that, especially when someone like Paulie is just flawlessly running his own race at this point. Chubb, number 18 in a Porsche, chasing down number 14 Lexus driver, kart number 1. It's a little bit too far away at the moment to get any sort of slipstream advantage, but this is the Pro Division, and they will never give up. Steven saying the Bentley reeling in the Mercs. It definitely was before they went into the pits. Talking of pit stops, Slam Bob has entered the pit lane. So right now the cars will be getting quite empty. Let's have a look at the time. We can't choose anything else, unfortunately. But JJ, we have seen glimmers, hints of hope for him taking the lead. But it has remained out of reach now for at least the first quarter of this event. So he's got a lot of work still to do, and you never know, it is endurance racing. It is not over until that checkered flag's out. Ask Toyota back when the LMP won kart at Le Mans. I think it was like 2016. The last lap, the car came to a grinding halt on the start-finish straight. And they lost a win after 24 hours. 24 hours, the car just it ended, before they could get to that finish line. It was heartbreaking. And that's what we love about endurance racing. It's filled with emotions. It's filled with drama. It's filled with triumph. And we're going to see some of that tonight. We already have. So as the drivers start to think about getting into the pit lane, we're starting to see some back markers mix up with the front runners. And at the moment, the field's quite spread out. But once we get everyone in through the pits, it'll get back up to its feisty self. And I wonder if the overcut or the undercut would work better here today. So what will be interesting to see is if it's Paulie dives into the pits. Does JJ follow? Or does JJ go that extra lap? Does he have that confidence when we get to that point? Oh, one of the back markers just out wide at the hairpin. AB Saints is here. Chevy's asking me, what do I like about commentating these races? I love pretty much all forms of motorsport. So I don't know if you know my story that intimately, Chevy, but I used to be in the Navy, and I got some nerve damage from working, and basically sim racing, like I love it. I love sim racing, but there's no way I could do a 2-hour event. I can't do it. It hurt. My leg hurts too much. I should tell you the nerve damage is in my left leg. So standing on it for too long, sitting awkwardly, I have to take painkillers. So for me, league racing, I can't really do it, or I can't really commit as well. I can't put in the practice either. So commentating is like another way to get involved. And after starting commentating, I think a couple of years ago, I just realised I kind of enjoy doing this. So it sort of filled the void that I had because of an injury. And look at that. Little Blacko gets him. Gazza, though, held on strong. That is British engineering up against the Germans. Oh, a bit of a tag, bit of a touch. Just a gentle love tap there. Just letting him know he's not going to let those positions up easy. But that was a good little exchange. I can't wait for that. But yeah, commentating, like I said, it's a way for me to still be involved with sim racing. And I've actually really started to just enjoy sim racing as a whole, like the whole thing. Doesn't matter what it is. iRacing on the computer, Forza on an Xbox, or ACC on a PS4 or PS5. Sim racing is sim racing, and yeah, I want to share that with the world. Because usually, only the big boys get the streams, But I want to share all levels of sim racing. Doesn't matter if it's, the best of the best or just your average Sunday night races. Everyone deserves it. This could be a move, though. Oh, sweet as. The Bentley just looked like he let him pass there, so no competition really for Blacko. So Gazza, though, looks like he lost a lot of time there. That was an awkward one. I'm not sure what happened. This is Nige. He had to serve that drive through a few laps ago. I'm just looking. Is he close to kart number 1? No, he's not. He's sort of by himself. That timing screen's a little off. Okay, so it's Paulie has jumped into the pit lane. JJ has gone that extra lap. Here we go. This is what we were talking about. Can JJ do the lap he needs to do? River Runs has also entered the pit lane too. He's in the Ferrari and he was running 3rd overall. So Vic will need to come in at some point. So this is now the overcut, where you pit after your competitor. And the undercut is what Quali is technically doing. He pits before his competitor. So depending on the situation, one's quicker than the other. And let's find out what one is once JJ is in the pits. He's now the race leader, and everything is on his shoulders right now. Let's go through the order. That's Brensicles. Nige, he's not too far off. Kart number 1. That's the race leader coming up on him there. So Kart's in 13th. And that's JJ, the leader of the race. He's about to lap. Position 13. And we're getting to the end of the first hour. So JJ does come in for his fuel stop. So it's vital now that It's Paulie has a clean run. He's got Little Blacko in behind him. That's very interesting, actually. Because Blacko has done a stop. So maybe the undercut is where it's at. I don't know. Maybe Little Blacko did a shorter fuel stop, though. That is always possible. We don't get to see how much fuel goes in or out, though. But it's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. Vic Chan's continued on. And it's all up to It's Paulie now. This is JJ, still stationary. It's a very anxious moment for him. Zuzu, keep it up. You're doing a great job. I know your pain of nerve damage. My shoulders are rooted due to... Oh, it sucks, man. Steven says... Oh, Darren Tudman, like the stream. Welcome along, Darren. And hopefully you can join us for the next hour. And see how this one unfolds. JJ's just coming out. He might have actually done it. That must have been a ripper of a lap from JJ because he's just jumped It's Paulie by a huge margin. Massive. There's JJ. There's Paulie. I think the big winner out of this has been Little Blacko, though, because he's caught up to everyone. That's insane. I did not think that was possible. But the overcut has certainly worked wonders. This is Nige, though. He's getting close to Brensicles in another green Bentley. They're coming around to the end of their lap. Get a bit of a weather update. It looks like it's going to remain just cloudy at the moment. Track temps 14 degrees centigrade. Thank you, Stephen, for liking the stream, and thank you so much for the support. And there's no real wind at the moment. Oh, a little bit sideways there. Brensicles also got a little bit off balance as well. He's just kept it on the black stuff, and he won't lose too much time. But that's easy to do. Let's see if we can't figure out what went on. So Nige is in that Porsche. Coming around. I think he just tagged the inside slightly. I don't know. That was awkward. Go back to the live racing now. Yeah, Nige is comfortably ahead. This is Chubbs. He's got second place, but he still needs to do his pit stop. So does Vic Chan, and so does Ty Morgo. So these guys are really going for the overcut. And so does Gazza, actually. He's down in 7th spot. Getting through the chat. Stephen said, you're giving the small guys a chance, and we love it. Never stop, says Stephen. Stevie says, you do an awesome job, man, and we appreciate it. I do. Thank you. Incy, hey. Welcome. You joined us just in time to catch an electric final hour here in this endurance event with RaceOnOz. Everything quite spread out, but this is endurance racing at times. Not everything can be ripping the knob off and turning it to 12 all the time. We'd be too tired. Everyone would be too tired. And You'd be really surprised how sweaty you can get after a session in sim racing. You wouldn't think so because you're just sitting there. But, oh my God, especially if you live in Australia, oh, sometimes you can just come off just in a pool of sweat. Not an inch of you is dry. Stephen, they're just doing 2 hours, so they've got an hour left. It's Sparky God, big day missing the race, good luck. Spewing, I couldn't race tonight either, says Chevy. Incy, yo Demo, can you say Cyclone Paulie instead of It's Paulie? I can. Where's the Cyclone thing come from? Is it like a torpedo name that we gave you out in Formula One? Is that where his nickname comes from? I'm not sure if I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not, but yeah, I think it is. Well, Cyclone Paulie, if you don't like being called that, you need to tell me. I don't know if these guys are having my leg. I mean, I'm pretty gullible at the best of times, so they might be having me on. So, anyway, he's up to 5th right now. He's just getting through some back markers, and he's doing that very well. JJ is a fair way ahead, though, and yeah, that's not a good look for Paulie at the moment. And both Vic and Chubb still leading, but still need to take that first stop. Alright. If I get in trouble, I'll blame all you guys. It's going to be Cyclone Paulie from now on. Oh, Angry, and that's Gazza. And Gazza's yet to pit, so Angry might lose some time here because, well, Gazza needs to go in the pit lane, so the longer he's stuck in behind that Bentley, the more time he will lose. But Gazza is entitled to defend that position. So this could unfold in a myriad of ways. Has Angry got the patience? Or will his namesake come to bite him? Stephen Nelson sent 50 stars. It's Steve Goof. Evening all, he says. Welcome, Steve. And thank you so much, man. Great. Again, loving the support from you guys. It means a hell of a lot. New follow-up, Ben Cisco. Good to see you, Ben. And Angry does finally get the move. The Bentley will have to get out of the way. And Gazza will have to fight another day. Angry, he's got a job to do. He needs to put in some quick lap times now. Chubb is in. Little Blacko is giving Ty Morgo a run for his money. So now this actually plays into the hands of Angry. Because if Little Blacko is held up by traffic, that gives Angry time to close that gap. So this is not working in his favour at all. Ty Morgo, again, does need to pit, but he's entitled to that spot. So you never know. You never know what strategy these guys are playing at. But this is a conundrum. A conundrum for Little Blacko. He needs to avoid overdriving, getting impatient, and creating a mistake. Because he's definitely capable of some clean overtakes here and there. Ben Cisco Racing has liked the stream. Thank you again, Ben, and your racing team. If you are new and watching, don't forget we do have a Discord. Links in the description of both the Facebook and YouTube. That's on the Twitch info panels as well. On the inside, Little Blacko, beautiful move. That's a time-saving move. And you can see Angry is nowhere to be found at the moment. Ty Morgo caught out, but he did his best. And this is where Little Blacko can fly. It was a daring move up into the spoon curve, but he had confidence. He was already well ahead, I think, and yeah, Ty just gave him all the room in the world anyway, so there you go. So Ty Morgo did his best, but it wasn't enough for Angry to catch up. There's Angry now, just coming out of the triangle, and he'll be hoping the second half of this race, he can close the gap. Oh, Stephen has confirmed it. Demo 1 is now officially a kart sponsor here in the United Kingdom. We've gone global, ladies and gentlemen. All thanks to Stephen and providing that free of charge as well. But Stephen is a kart driver. And he's put Demo 1 as his personal sponsor. So that's awesome, man. Love to see some pics of the gear. I know some of you do ask for merchandise here and there from me, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Demo 1 Ray Craig's 24-hour team. Is that for karting? That sounds exciting. A 24-hour kart race, that would be like hell on your butt. Can't imagine it's comfortable. This is Glenn, and a river runs in that mustard colour Porsche. So we're starting to see a few different guys now enter the fray. No, that's River in the... Oh, around the outside in the spoon. Glenn slices it and dices it. And he was a lot quicker at the end of the day. Well done, Glenn. He gets ahead of Gazza now. So the Porsche's off. So who's yet to pit? Vic Chan, Ty Morgo, Gazza, and that is it. And then everybody else still has one left, apart from those guys. They've got two. So mandatory stops tonight. They have to take fuel at both of those. Tyres is an optional choice though. Kart number 1, he's got his tunnel visions. He's got his aims squarely sent on Brensicles ahead of him in that Bentley. And he's looking quick, so there could be something in this very shortly. So watch out, number 26. Here comes Kart in the number 14 Lexus. Into the triangle they go. The end, lap 27. Or to start 27. He's looking a lot closer. He's got some confidence through those tight turns. And onto this front straight now. He'll get some slipstream. And that surely will help catapult him through. He just needs to get there before we get to the turn-in point of 1. He's cutting it up the inside, but the turn happens. And still it's Brensicles ahead, but it's struggling to hold grip around the outside. Kart did dig it up on the in. We get into the snake now. Turn number 3. And Brensicles, he was ahead. And now it's Kart's turn to try again. He's pushing hard. Slam Bob could be on them too. Slam Bob's looking pretty decent in that AMG. Clean lines, that's what you like to see. Look how quick Brensicles is through the Dunlop curve though. He's got a lot more confidence to get on the power. And that looks to be where Kart is for... No! Brensicles, he had a massive death wobble coming into the first Degner. That could be due to overdriving it, but he's lost 2 spots because of that one. Let's check this out. That's Brensicles ahead. Oh, he totally missed the apex, I think. He was very lucky he got that under control. But as you can see, 2 positions lost. That's more work for him at the end of the day. Oh, SWWR Gaming is following. Welcome along. So good to have you here and watching. And yeah, we've Got an hour and 3 minutes left in this 2-hour endurance race. Little Blacko is in the pits. I think that's his second and final one. Yeah, because Chubb's done. Someone awesome is done. So some of the boys now are starting to get their 2 stops done and dusted. But we've still got guys out there like Gaza and Ty Morgo and even Vic Chan yet to take to the pit stops. And we've got guys who have done 2 pit stops. I don't know what's going to happen with the field. That's really going to mix things up once they start to filter through. Thank you, SW. Slam Bob and Cart here. Now I'm just going to... I drank way too much water before I started this stream, so I'll be right back. Fortunately, I don't have anyone here to take over, but chat, you're now the commentator. I'll be right back.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Alrighty, well I hope you enjoyed that non-ad break but I'm back to take you to the end. Got an hour to go, 48 minutes left in the pit window, and the leader still has to do his first stop. We've got 3 guys that have rotated through. Got Blacko, Chubb and someone, and I think Nye just about to get his second done. There it is, he's green. So he's confirmed mandatory pit stops, 100% complete. And now he can just focus on the racing and just managing fuel if that's the way he's decided to go. I'll be very interested to see the fuel loads that some of these guys have tried to run. There might be some fuel saving here and there. So I wonder if it's poorly, might be fuel saving. 10 seconds is the gap at the moment. It's quite a large gap, isn't it? It's the biggest gap we've seen, but yeah, JJ, with that pit stop, it was just a masterstroke. SW says, you'll try pop around more. That's all good, man. You don't need to be here for every event. But, yeah, it's good to have a chat with everyone. And, it's good when you guys can pop in and say hello and have a chat. I like to run the commentating a little bit different to most commentators. I still like to converse with you guys out there as well. We got this unique opportunity where in real time you guys can respond to what I'm saying and I can respond to what you guys are saying. Let's use that. I know a lot of leagues, commentators like to try and keep it as close to real world, but hell, we've got this opportunity where we can do something different. Let's embrace it. So, yeah, thanks for popping in, everybody. Josh says, I cover the field better than most. Thanks, man. Yeah, I try. I'm not always perfect, but thank you. That is something I do try to do. But at the moment, like, you know, let's go through the order as we've just hit the end of the first hour. JJ leading 31 laps in. He's done 1 pit stop. It's Paulie, qualified first, but after going for the undercut, it didn't quite work out. The overcut working for JJ ahead, and he is now 10 seconds off JJ. Angry old fella, he has been hounded left, right, and centre by out there tonight, but he's kept his cool. He's kept himself calm, and he's now into 3rd place. Vic Chan just coming into the pit stops, and that should be the end of his 2 mandatories. A River runs. He's down into 5th at the moment. He was running 3rd for the first half. He'll be hoping to get back up there by the end. Slam Bob, he had an absolutely massive incident off the start line, but it looks like he's recovered well and doing a fine job in 6th. Kart number 1, he's been in that Lexus. He's been trying to get through Slam Bob today. Just hasn't quite worked out for him though, unfortunately. And Ty Morgo, we haven't seen much of Ty, but down there in 8th, he's inside the top 10, and he'll be very pleased if he can finish like that. Glenn Unit, again, not a driver we've seen a lot of, but he did make a sweet overtake a few laps ago, flying past a Bentley, so he definitely knows how to do it. This is Gazza, another Bentley driver, also with the green colours, green and yellow actually. I wonder if that's for either, it could be Brazil, but I'd say Australia, considering where this league is based. He's inside the top 10. Nige, he's had a drive-through earlier on because of track limit violations. So unfortunately, he's had to do 3 stops. Chubby's down into 12th, and he's got no real competition around him at the moment. Brensicles, he is fighting Angry. So if he was fighting Angry, he's now 13th though. That's very interesting. This is the thing with endurance racing. It's very hard sometimes once people start to lap each other. You got to wait till the pit stops sort themselves out. So yeah, and Someone Awesome is currently 14th. So yeah, that was the first hour wrap. And it's gone quite smooth for most guys out there actually. So everybody should be very well pleased with themselves. So Glenn is chasing Ty Morgo there. Just doing everything that he can. JJ is in the pits here. Alrighty. Slambo. Oh, you're right, it is Slambo. But I like calling him Slam Bob. But you're right. I do that all the time. There's always one name in a league somewhere where I read it weird. Or read it wrong. So where's It's Paulie in the state of this? He had a 10-second interval between him and JJ. So It's Paulie. Is he going to stretch this stint? Because he's seen how effective it was for JJ. But in saying that, JJ probably stopped early because he probably did a short fuel load. Where Cyclone Paulie probably went and did the full. So Paulie here is going to be able to run a lot longer in this second stint. And actually, this has thrown a huge wrench into the gears. And this really could mix things up between Paulie and JJ, but what it's done, it's confirmed to us that, yeah, he's done a different fuel load. He's down into 7th, don't think he's got too much traffic for him to worry about. No, he's pretty good at the moment. So for JJ, he just needs to put in those solid lap times, and he could come out ahead at the end of it. But he's going to need to be super consistent. But if there's any one driver that is up for that challenge, I think it'll be JJ. We'll find out in 53 minutes. Oh, Blacko disconnected. The follies of sim racing. You know, disconnects, things like that. I think a lot of us just consider it the virtual world equivalent of like an engine failure or something. It's a shame. It happens. But it's what happens, unfortunately. Vic is out in front. Go back to the leader. 33 laps have gone in this race. And for It's Paulie, it's no contest at all, is it? Angry's up in a second. And Vic Chan has done all his stops. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like this race, I wish I could do the math really quickly, but I'm not that good. But yeah, I think there's been some position swaps here and there now, especially since we've seen Vic Chan do all these pit stops. Wow, holy hell, Sir Mix-a-Lot Margarita sent 629 stars. Sir, you are an absolute god. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Hopefully you're enjoying this race tonight. Hopefully we can bring it all the way to the end. And let's entertain you. This is Glenn Unit, 1.9 away from tie. This could get interesting. In one battle we'll keep an eye on at the moment. Because, well, they're fighting for a better position inside the top 10. And you know racers, they don't want to finish behind you. They want to finish ahead of you. Here we go. Glenn. Nah, not quite. The gap was there, but the length was too overwhelming. He'll have another crack at it, I'm sure. Glenn is looking quick though. That Porsche definitely knows its way around this Suzuka circuit. He's got that thing dialed in, I think. Ty Morgo though, just checking that rear vision mirror, evaluating. Into the first turn. Nothing to worry about. Stay off those marbles on the outside of the track. You can see there's lots of discarded rubber out there. You do not want to hit that, especially at this part of the race. You'll lose all the grip and potentially go for a bit of a spin. Hat's on its way, Stephen. Awesome. I can't wait to see it, man. Thank you so much for that as well. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You guys blow me away with the support you give me. It's sometimes I'm like, if I can make this a career, I'm gonna give it a good old crack at it. So you guys are making that possible. So that's why I appreciate it so much. Incy says we need more Hatfield in the chat. An actual hat. Yeah, Hatfield was pretty quick at the Contenders Cup. Don't know if you guys caught that event. Glenn, 6/10 away from that Bentley. He's been scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. And again, he sees the gap, but again, the length overwhelmingly too much. His Ty is doing absolutely everything he needs to do at this stage of the race. This is JJ. That is kart number 1. Ahead of him. Oh, he's got the headlights on too. He means business, JJ. He knows he can't afford to lose time behind traffic. But kart number 1 isn't traffic. So, he's going to have to work at it. So, kart's got 2 options. Defend and block, or just let him through. A lot of the time, guys will just let him through because, you know, you're like, I'm not racing you. Such as point taken right there, which is totally fine. But I love to see it when they just fight for it. But in saying that, he could slow down kart number 1 and he's got a different race to do. So you've got to weigh up your options at the end of the day. So JJ got 6th position. And Slambo is the next one ahead. And that's Greg Gahan. My dad, probably at the restaurant in between orders. Hello, hello, hello. So 36 laps. Angry is 29 seconds away. What we are waiting to see is what happens with Paulie and JJ once he goes into the pit lane. Still needs to take that last mandatory stop. But it's our suspicion that Paulie took a long fuel or a heavy fuel load where JJ took a lighter fuel load, hence he gained so much time in the first stint. And it would explain a lot because the overcut, that was so powerful if that was the case. So Glenn stays ahead of Ty. JJ coming in again. Is that a 3rd stop for JJ? That has to be a 3rd stop for... Am I counting that right? Did he not put enough fuel in? What's going on there? Interesting. I don't know. Was Paulie just handed the race? I'm so confused. JJ has fallen to 11th. JJ's nick is Pingu. Thank you, Incy. I can't tell if these guys like these names or not. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. When, if I ever get it back around doing podcasts, Stephen, I wouldn't mind doing that. I've got a few people like you that I want to have a good chat with. So, yeah, let's definitely table that idea. Whoa! Who was that? That was Nige, wasn't it? That man was drifting through Degner 1. Come on. Let's have a look. Check this one out. The Burgundy driver definitely knows how to throw a Porsche through a corner. There goes the leader. Woo! He kept that one on. That was a fun ride. Bit of entertainment as we get to the end of this race. What has happened to JJ though? I think he didn't put enough fuel in. He's gone to 11th spot and he has just killed any chance he had at winning. I don't know if you guys saw that, but yeah. I'm not sure what happened with JJ. So Angry now in behind Ty Morgo, who is 7th. So 4th place is starting to lap cars halfway through the field. It's getting quite muddled up. I'm glad the timing screen can keep track of it all for me because there's no way I could. flat tyre in this game? I didn't. Oh no, of course you can. Well, Pingu might have had a flat. You're right. I would love to know what he thinks about that. Have a chat with him maybe at the end, as soon as the races end. If he's on Discord, we might be able to ask him what happened. But yeah, very peculiar. Why can't I say the L? Peculiar. Whatever, that's a word I can't say. I've just discovered that one out. Whoa, Brensicles. Oh, that is so easy to do there at that corner. You lost a bit of time. With the number 26, again, these guys are drifting at big time, scrubbing the tyres hard. It's got to avoid doing that too much because your tyres will overheat. Look at this. I don't think he hit the marbles. He did there. He's going to be wearing some discarded rubber for a few more corners, but we'll need to worry about that. But yeah, just looks like, again, missing the apex and put too much steering angle on. And away she goes. So everybody on the leaderboards now starting to tick off their pit stops. We've got Gaza, Ty Morgo, Kart, River, and Cyclone Paulie. They're the only lads yet to do their final stop. Then we find out how this one finishes. It's going to turn into a sprint race to the finish. Everybody on different phases of tyres, fuel tanks, the works. This is going to be very, very interesting. Paulie's in. So, I think Paulie will be able to maintain the lead. Because there's River runs. He was running third for a lot of the race. So, with Paulie out now, River has been promoted to second. He'll be cheering. I wonder if he realises how that happened. He also needs to pit. Vic Chan, though, you never discount this man. The number 41. He might actually get a few positions here. Again, he might actually still second. So, yeah, Vic is just flying at the moment. He's had an on-point strategy today if he can finish on the podium. That is some top quality driving there. Yeah, I haven't done a new podcast episode for a while. Just I have an episode recorded. I interviewed someone for it, but that was like back in October, and I've had too much going on, and I wanted to focus more on the streaming than the podcast. But hopefully, I can get back into that. Just need to manage my time a little bit better, and hopefully we can continue with that. But yeah. Oh, yeah, the drivers would just be sopping wet. Like I was saying before, it doesn't matter where you live. Sim racing is the sweatiest thing you can do. And especially when you combine that with, the humidity. Oh, angry. Sliding through there. Don't know if the tyres are starting to wear away for some of these guys. They're starting to deal with less grip. The track is heated up somewhat, not a lot. It's 18 degrees centigrade, so it's gone up about 4 degrees since we last checked about half an hour ago. JJ's got some work ahead of him. That is Slambo ahead, and Chubb is there. So Slambo will get out of the way. He'll be getting those blue flags. Apologies. JJ though, he'll be gutted. It'll be very interesting to see what happened. Some of you have said possible puncture. That could be the case. So here comes JJ now. Watch that interval drop drastically as he comes and charges up onto the rear exhaust of Chubb now. But that's endurance racing sometimes. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. Glenn Unit also on the charge. Kart is in the pits. Glenn gets the overtake. And Glenn might take third here. Yep, he will. So Glenn is now third place. No, he's not. Surely he is. We'll let that update on its own in a little bit. This is Angry now. Again, the battle between him and Ty Morgo. This one's been raging for some time. JJ's getting close now. He can smell it. They're at 130. And look at the gap. It is all but disappeared for Chubb. He knows the inevitable is coming, but he can make JJ work for this. Chubb. Oh, running deep as well. The mental games are starting to affect JJ's. Mr. Pengu's race. Number 86 has just given up so much time because of that run deep at the casino, at the triangle. Chubb given a bit of a lifeline for now and another lap to compose himself. JJ needs to just... He's got time. 37 minutes. But it will be hard not to want to attack with everything you got and just push, considering he was on for a win. So Vic is now the race leader. Did not see that one coming. I know a few of you guys did out there. You picked it early on. What is going on today? What is going on? That's Paulie there. Cyclone Paulie. 9 seconds away from Vic. I didn't see that happening. Glenn Unit is third. What's going on here? Traffic, I think, has played a huge role. And these guys that started, towards the front of the midfield are now sitting on the top steps. Provisionally, of course. They've still got 36 minutes to go, but it's looking solid, I must say. Oh, Angry again! Sliding into that first turn. He's really having a hard time lining up turns 1 and 2 at this late stage. I don't know if it's his tyres wearing, but looks like he does have grip issues at least. And he is chasing Ty for 4th place. Ty does need a pit though. And Chubb has been overtaken. JJ's taken 9th. Yeah, I think some of them are looking for drift points tonight. Some style points as well on the board. Yeah, some of them would... Angry looks like he might take the drift competition tonight. He's had a few of those. I think Nige had a good one. And I think maybe Cyclone Paulie did as well at one point. I can't quite remember. There's been some sideways action in GT3 cars. It's been good. It's been different. Thomas, this is on PlayStation 4, this one. But this game is on Xbox and PC as well. So on PC, this spectator mode is a lot more refined than what we've got on the console, but it's essentially the same game. It looks amazing though on PC, I must say. It looks good here, but oh my god, it blows you out of the water on the computer. Alright, Stephen's calling driver of the day. If you want to get your vote in for driver of the day, let us know in the chat. And that is Angry up on Ty Morgo. That was what he was looking for. Simple, clean, effective. And Angry takes 4th place. Thank you, Ray Morgan. It's good to have you along. Oh, is that Slambo? It was. Slambo just having a day to forget at this point. Just not having fun at all, is he? But Angry, he's keeping everyone honest out there. Now the only 2 drivers, Gazza and Ty Morgo, they need to enter the pit lane before they've got 20 minutes. And then the pit window is shut. Steven's giving it. You need to pick one. Steven is going to give it to Vic. There you go. So Vic has a vote from Steven. If anyone else out there wants to put their hat in the ring, I'd love to hear your opinion. And what have you thought of this race so far? Has it been what you expected? A little bit more, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe a little bit less. Let's talk about it. So this is our race leader. Unbelievable. Chevy says too early to call. That's a fair point. Steven saying calm, consistent driving from Vic has paid off. It has at this present time. But endurance racing can do this thing where it puts a thin veil over your eyes. And it gives you the confidence that you can still see what's happening. But endurance racing, no. You think you can see the end. But I've watched far too many races now to call a race, even with 10 minutes to go. So I think that's a gutsy move from you, Stephen. But I mean, it looks likely. But I'm going to go with Chevy. A little bit early to call. But he's had a great race. There's no doubt about that. This is Cyclone Quali into second. Can he make up those 7 seconds and get Vic back? It's going to be very, very interesting. And it will be one challenge that, again, Cyclone Quali might be capable of doing. Yes, you're right, Mr. Wilson. He's been keeping a good eye on the timing screens. So, yeah, 6.9 seconds. Paulie is on a charge. This is Glenn in third. And Angry could definitely catch him, but let's keep an eye on that interval. 13.3. And we've got 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes out. There's River. He's chasing Gazza in that Bentley ahead it. And the all-black Ferrari. I used to drive an all-black Ferrari on GT Sport for the FIA events, actually. And I've got a picture of it as my desktop background. Incy says Discord and Facebook. No, the Discord chat isn't blended. It's YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. That all come up on this chat. Well, there we go. Gazza was given the move. Sorry, Gazza gave River the move. Well, Gazza does need to stop, so that lets the Ferrari do his thing. Get on with the day. Yeah, Josh, you did it better than me. It's my own chat and I couldn't even bloody call it out. Gaming gives it to Glenn. Glenn Unit in third. Yeah, that's a really good pick too. Yeah, Glenn's been the white horse. He stayed under the radar today. And to find himself in third at this late stage, it's a monumental effort for the 77. Steven says, you know me, always premature. Wife's biggest pet peeve. Brian, I made Brian vomit when I said GT Sport. It's not that bad. What I like about GT Sport is you can turn it on, get on your wheel, and there's 3 different races happening, and off you go. It's just easy, and I really like it. And usually the competition is pretty good, but I think recently there's been a lot of complaints about a lot of ramming and stuff going on, but yeah, unfortunately that happens when games start to get a little aged and they're not as moderated as heavily anymore. But yeah, the penalty system, I heard, it's just gone from strength to just being terrible. Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but they had a fairly decent penalty system in the beginning, and they just kept tweaking it, and it just kept getting worse. And we got a battle for 10, the top 10. That's Chubb in the number 18 Porsche. We've got kart number 1. We've seen him attack before, so he's definitely capable. He's definitely giving Chubb a run for his money, making him work for that top 10. So Kart has his orders, and that'll be his goal, I think, for the next 27 minutes. Will he play the patient game, or will he just go for it? He could get something out of this, actually. That was a beautiful exit. That's JJ just ahead of them. So JJ's 9th. And wow, okay. Kart, here he comes up the inside. He got Chubb. And what's going on with JJ? Did he just lose a lot of time? I don't think it's been his day, has it? We're going to need to talk to him and get to the bottom of this mystery. So Chubb is retaliating. Instant reply as Kart stole that position away from him. Because unfortunately there was an AMG Mercedes just ahead, and he couldn't really do anything about it. And Kart on the inside, it was his to take. Stevie says, join RaceOnOz. That's the thing. I can't really commit to league racing. That's what I just like about the pickup nature of it. Like you don't need to have friends or people you know ready. You can just go. That's what I like about it. But you're right, RaceOnOz. Don't ram. You guys are really good. I've done a lot of your races with Hatfield on GT Sport in the Contenders Cup. I do rate you guys very highly. Chris Riggs says, we've got a race here, lads. We definitely do. Oh, JJ White again. The mistakes are just pouring in. And the layers and layers and layers of mistakes, they're starting to stack up and weigh JJ down a little bit. He needs to just regain his composure. This was a driver that was leading this race. And right now I think he's letting that unfortunate, out of his control incident affect him too much. It's going to be difficult. Going to be difficult, but Kart, and there's Chubb, and there's Brensicles as well. So there's 4 people in this fight now. Paulie, 3.4 away from Vic Chan. That is insane. We do have a race. Chris was right. This is Cyclone Paulie. That is the car he's chasing. If you just joined us, that green car is the one he needs to get ahead of, and that will be for the lead. We've also got a battle for 9th. JJ's at the head of that. It was 4 cars, but it's gone to 2 for now. Car is that second driver in it. And he's really, really, really keen to occupy 9th spot. And push JJ to the 10th and just rub salt in those wounds if he can. Chubb's also got some competition. His name's Brensicles, 1989. What a year that was. That's when yours truly was born. JJ gets a fantastic exit out of the triangle. Leaves Kart stranded. But Chubb and Brensicles, they're still right on top of each other here, and anything could happen at the end of this straight. But there he goes. Brensicles might be going for the move. He's put a nose up on the inside. He's up to the first A pillar. He's been given room, and that is a move. Clean as a whistle. Chubb on the back foot now. .3 seconds now. Nige is also attacking Gazza. But Gazza needs to pit. The cyclone warning is in. Incy has issued it. Steven says 86 was better. Let's just agree to disagree. I mean, 86 is pretty good. You know, doesn't have the number 9 in it. Number 9 was the number Alan Shearer wore, so, you know. And Newcastle United, best football team. So, yeah. That's why 89 is the best number. You know what's really crazy, Stephen? There's a guy on Twitter, same name as me, Josh Gahan, but I've got the Josh _Gahan because he took the Josh Gahan one word Twitter handle. And he is a Newcastle United supporter too. Like, what's the odds of that? He's got the same name and we go for the same football team. It blew my mind. Quali is catching at an alarming pace. Vic Chan will be trembling in his race boots. I don't know how this one's going to go. Heart rates are going to be topping out. 180, 190 beats per minute. Adrenaline rushing through the veins. His pupils, they'll narrow. His reflexes, they're going to be sharpened. They're going to be almost godlike. Is that going to be enough for Vic Chan to maintain the lead? Slambo, a little bit wobbly. You know, he's getting blue flags in a moment. Paulie, 1.6 seconds. 20 to go. This race has just turned it on. Here we go. The race to the end. 1.6 seconds. Vic Chan, or Slambo, not a good look there for him. Yeah, he's going to have to wear damage now. White flag out, slow car and circuit as he gets back up to speed. Glenn still got third, and that's looking good. Angry up into fourth there. Ty still yet to do his last stop. River chasing. And that's Nige. And JJ is down. Oh, he's up to 8th now. Kart's into 9th. These guys aren't too far from each other. And Slambo's down 2 laps. And that interval, while we were just checking on the rest of the field, has gone down even further. If Vic Chan is the Hulk, he needs to use those powers now. Because I think Paulie's coming, and it's going to be an inevitable thing. But he's going to defend. Just defend, defend, defend. That's all he can do at the moment. hit his lines, hit his turn-in points, and defend. It's going to be a game of outwitting each other now. It's all down to this. Everything that they've done before doesn't matter. It comes down to this. Here we go. Not yet. Not yet. Quali. Staying there. Vic Chan staying in the lead. He's gone out on the grass. The pressure's there. Wow, he almost held it. They touch. They touch. And I think that's legal. Quali will take the lead from here. That was a valiant effort, but it surely was inevitable. The replay. Out wide, out of turn 2. Coming into turn 3. He had the inside line, but look at the grip this BMW had. He had the inside for 4. And they do bang. The Rubbings Racing. And that was the overtake for the lead. We've got 17 minutes to go. Well, they had a server crash in AM. That sucks. It was ambitious. You got to give it to him. He made it work, and it wasn't. I mean, there was contact, but I think most of you would agree that was acceptable. But if you do have a differing opinion, please share. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm all about getting both sides of the story, but I would say that was acceptable. I would say. I don't think Brian sees my point of view. That's all right. Let me know. What didn't you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Because, you know, people have changed my mind before. That's why I love letting you guys just share your opinions on things without, you know, jumping down your throat like, oh, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're doing. Because I've literally I've said something, someone's then refuted or debated me about it, and I've gone, hang on, you're right. So you can change my mind if I'm given new information. So, Brensicles now. This is another little charge happening. 15 to go. If he can stop making those little errors like he did, Kart could be in for a little bit of trouble. He wasn't able to stay up with JJ's pace, who's up to 8th right now. But he is chasing down Ty Morgo. So, JJ might be able to get 7th place. But we have seen him overdriving slightly, and that has hurt him. So it's all up to him now. Fair enough. It's not that I didn't like it, just didn't have to happen there. I see your point. But that's what made it even more spectacular. It's a fine margin, isn't it, when you go for overtakes, especially like you're saying in a iffy position where it was in the snake. But you know, at the end of the day, it worked. If it hadn't have worked, yeah, it would have been devastating. But it would have been all the more drama for us to talk about. So rivalries forming this season in the Endurance Championship. There's definitely going to be some talking points between Paulie and Vic, probably because of that overtake. But, you know, it is what it is. JJ is going to be wanting to get redemption later on this year in the next event. So he has something to prove to everybody. But Paulie, wow. What a racer. And Vic Chen as well. I got to give it to him. He's definitely driven the hell out of that Bentley today. It's just been phenomenal. Yeah, it was a bit of a yeah, the camera angles can tell you a completely different story, especially when you get a different perspective. You're right. So that's kart number 1 in that Lexus. I think he's the only Lexus out on track, actually. Brent here, really digging deep to stay with him, and he's going to be doing anything he possibly can. It's looking pretty good. 12 minutes to go. There's still time in this one, but he needs to get a hustle on because those 10 minutes will fly by. Ryan's looking forward to the team battle this season. Yes, I'll have to keep you guys updated with those points as well. Vic, still driver of the day for Stephen. I mean, absolutely. He's had an incredible race. Did I hear correctly, Incy, you wanted to co-commentate? Was I reading that right? Somewhere in the chat? I mean, won't be able to do it today, but maybe in a future race. Sure, I'd like to have company. Oh, Incy with the euphemisms, left, right, and centre. Our chatter of the day has to go to Incy though. With euphemisms like that, can't be beaten.
Pit window is now closed.
There you go. 11 minutes left. Pit window's done. Everybody's done their mandatory stops. And this is where we see the conclusion. These 10 minutes are going to fly by, especially for Brent. Just hasn't been able to pull him in, has he? He needs to get a grappling hook on the back of that Lexus and just wrench, reel himself right up to the back, and then maybe he'll have an opportunity to do something. Just doesn't look like it's working for him at the moment. JJ's putting a dent in the interval between him and Ty, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll get an update when he crosses the line. He's been trying to chase down Ty Morgo now for, I think, about 15 minutes maybe. And just don't think there's enough laps left for him to catch. Stephen, the season started with a bang. Ryan says, hopefully you'll be giving me a grilling on stream in the new season. Hopefully do Nigel captain proud, maybe. Hey. Whatever you do, I'm sure you'll do him proud. Pingu is doing well. You're not wrong, Incy. You're not wrong. But as we watch him go, I don't think it's enough, unfortunately, for him. Poorly. He's had some luck, but he's had some strategy as well. And at the end of the day, he is the one driving it. And it's looking good with these 9 minutes to go that this round 1 winner here at Suzuka will be occupied by the one and only Paulie. You know what? We will have interviews at the end, guys. Because I think I vaguely remember talking to JJ about it. So hang around for that. We're going to talk to a few of them. And if you are new, or you've been hanging around just watching and you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, don't forget to hit that like button for us. And maybe follow or subscribe. We've got plenty more sim racing through the weeks coming up, and the year, in fact. So it'll be good to have you guys with us. And yeah, thanks for all the support I've had tonight from everybody out there, Facebook stars especially, and Sir Mix-a-Lot. Whoa, like over 600. Stephen chucked in almost 200. Actually, I think he did chuck in 200 exactly. I know I'm missing someone. I will. Hang on, I'll figure out everyone that did. So no one goes home missing, if you know what I mean. But I've had a lot of fun today. I don't know about you guys. It's been good to have a bit of a chat and commentate at the same time. Don't always get to do that. And with a 2-hour race as well, we really get to know each other, don't we? That's not a euphemism, I swear. Nige in 6th. He was in 3rd place for so long. I wonder how his race unfolded like that. Again, I think it was traffic that hurt him in the end. It's just, unfortunately, what it is. Anger's had a decent race as well, up there in 4th. Solid performance by him. He might be a little disappointed he didn't quite get 3rd, but he should be pretty happy to know he's finished so high. God, I tell you what. Facebook is so hard to like navigate now. They tried to make the website look like, I don't know what it does on the phone, and I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I hate their new analytics page. I'm not a fan. Now this is one battle that has been going on for so long, and Brent just hasn't been able to do anything about it. Kart has been just on fire with the pace and consistency here at the end. And surely Brent's just frustrated that he can't somehow just force one small error from the Lexus. He's a lot closer through Dunlop Curve though. Something to look out for here. Yeah, sorry, we had Sir Mix-a-Lot, Stephen Nilsson, Michael and Stephen Burrows on Facebook stars. Thank you so much, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be using that to hopefully upgrade the streaming hardware, because this thing's on its way out. So we don't wake up one day and I can't stream anymore. Brent was so close to the back of him there, wasn't he? Kart though just kept his composure. I swear he's sitting in a freezer. He's that cool. We have just under 5 minutes now. This is the pointy end of the race, especially for drivers like Brett and Kart. Go on, Stephen. Wow, sent 200 stars. RaceOnOz, thanks you, sir. No, thank you. Thank you. You're too kind, man. Thanks. Thanks, Stephen. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the broadcast. And you know what? I genuinely believe... Oh, what? Vic is in the lead. What the hell? Good call, Chevy. Good call. Whoa. What's going on here? We've got last minute drama. The leader Cyclone Paulie, who was a Category 5 by all reports, has been downgraded to a 2 because Vic Chan is leading. What has gone on here? This is just unprecedented. 3.5 minutes to go, and whatever's gone on might have just wrenched that top trophy from its Paulie's clutches. Vic Chan, he's not going to be giving up this one at all. He's going to get his comeuppance here if he can. He knows Paulie will go for the unorthodox overtakes, so he has to keep an eye on that. But Paulie needs to keep him clean, because stewards will interfere if it is too bad. So, wow. This could be it. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. I told you to never go away. I said that endurance racing, it puts a thin veil over your eyes and you think you can see the end, but trust me, you cannot. And this is exactly the situation I was talking about. So here we go. Vic Chan about to finish lap 57. Paulie in tow. And the gap, it's close to a 10th. This is what movies are made of. You couldn't write a script crazier than this. Track temp's gone up another 2 degrees since we last checked in, but it's optimal track.
Leaders on final lap now.
This is it! The final lap! Paulie needs to make it. It's do or die. Can he get around the outside? Somehow he's held on. He's run a little wide. Into the snake they go. Vic Chan. Oh, he just couldn't get there. He's going to have the inside. Can he? I thought he might do the same move back to Paulie. This is intense racing, though. Here we go. Up towards the Dunlop curve now. This could be where it's make it or break it. Who's got more confidence to put the power down quickly? That Bentley certainly looks like it's got something in the tanks. Up towards the Degners for the final time. Paulie, can he hold on to this? We've seen him make small mistakes before, but that green Bentley is not giving up. Look at that, he's so close to him as we come around turn 7. Coming up to 8, 9, sorry, coming into 11 now of the hairpin. It's still the BMW ahead of the Bentley. He needs a good exit. He needs to follow suit, though. Oh no, it doesn't look good for Vic. That's a huge gap between him and the leader. Paulie's just ripped it out of nowhere. Those rockets. He's been hiding rockets in his shoes. And he's definitely activated something there. Look at that pace he's got on him already. 3/10 just through the spoon curve alone. But what an ending. It's not over yet, but wow. Almost big upset at the end of this race. Number 50 gets a drive-through penalty. Someone awesome right at the end of this one. Paulie now through the triangle for the final time tonight. He will take the win. It wasn't easy though, but there it is. Your endurance champion winner for round 1. It's Paulie. Vic Chan goes second. And wow, Glenn Unit as well. Take a bow, son, in the Porsche. The number 77 pro driver will take a 3rd place. And out of nowhere as well. Solid drive from Angry. River runs. He's only a second away, but he's not close enough, surely, to get him at the end. No, this is going to be one for Angry over River now. Good racing all the way up and down the field. Checkered flag flies for Angry. He's relieved to see that one. And River as well. He would have liked to do a little bit better, but he got to the end of the race. And Nige, he had a drive-through penalty, and to finish 6th is a huge effort. Ty Morgo racing JJ Penguin here. This is insane. JJ just hasn't had... The final 30 minutes have just been hell for JJ. Hell on earth. Here we go. I don't think Ty will be able to get ahead. I think JJ's got enough in the tank to hold on. Into the triangle now. And yes, he will. He'll keep himself composed. And that's 7th for JJ. 8th for Ty Morgo. Kart number 1. He managed to keep Brent behind him. They were at it for a long time, but well done to Kart. Under pressure as well, and he'll finish in the top 10. And Brent rounds out our top 10. Well done to him. Gazza got 11th. Chubb in 12th. Someone in 13th. Slambo in 14th. And Little Blacko disconnected. But it's this man, Paulie. He'll take the honours today. Well, I think we are having interviews in a second. So if you want to hang around and have a quick chat, you're more than welcome to just listen in. But thank you to everybody that's turned up today. Everybody that's followed us, liked, tipped us. You guys are the reason I can do this, so I appreciate it. And we got another event tomorrow. It might be on GT Sport Incy, but it should be good. It's at the Nürburgring, the 24-hour layout, the Nürburgring Nordschleife. And we'll be bringing you that as well. Thank you, Chevy. Thanks, Josh, Incy, Chris, Stephen Burrows, V3. Oh, Paulie did put the foot down. I don't know where he pulled it out of, though. It was an insane finish. Whew, I enjoyed that. I'm sure you guys did too. His actual sim racing experience. Has he done like a real race? Is that what you're trying to... Is that what you mean? Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Oh, I don't know if I'm commentator of the year. I'd like to think I'm alright though. So thanks.
Green light, give it all you can.
Very vague when asked. Okay, let's see if we can't get anything out of him. I don't know if they're coming. Let's have a look. I thought we organised something, but I might have just remembered something wrong. So I'll give it a few more minutes and we'll see. Barra Dog's here. Don't forget, if you haven't already, we've got a Discord. You should join that. It's a good place. I'm there. That's all you need to talk to. It's just me. No, there's everyone, different leagues, a whole bunch of sim races in there. It's a little bit different because it's a good place for all the leagues to sort of meet up and then go do your thing in your own place. So it's become sort of a hub for leagues to find each other, basically. We are definitely going to do interviews after the races. I just don't think it was organised for this one. But yeah, it is something we're going to do this year. So yeah, that is something that's coming. Always going to try and push for better streaming experience. You know, I think sometimes what we can do here is on par with what the big guys can do. So yeah, let's make them work. Let's make them work harder. 'Cause I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. Incy joined. Oh, it's just like a chat room. So there's like categories on the left hand side, and that's like keeps everything on topic. And then there's one voice channel in my Discord where if you go into it, you can talk over on the microphones. But yeah, it's basically just a whole bunch of different chat rooms organized by subject. And yeah. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be doing interviews today, but they are coming later on, so we'll let you know when that happens. But I think that's it. That is it. We'll get you all the rundown later with highlights and stuff, but you guys are an absolute awesome for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. We're doing this again tomorrow, so hopefully I can see you guys again then. Not sure JJ will allow an interview after this. Why, what happened? Oh, after the... Yeah, I want to know what happened to JJ. We'll find out later. We'll find out later. Alright. I'm out, guys. I'm going to go... Oh, it's 8:30. That's why I'm hungry. I'm going to go cook dinner. Thanks, Stevie. I appreciate it, guys and girls. Without you guys turning up, we wouldn't be here. So, yeah, couldn't do it without you. Why does that happen every time? There it is. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow, but that's it. Good night. And race on the edge. Bye-bye.